Hello and welcome to another 11AD YouTube channel video. This time we are featuring one of the clan members that has been a solid performer for us, a Man12Down, and he is driving in his T34 Premium Tier 8 Heavy Tank on Ruinberg from the South Spawn. And we notice right away that the enemy has 4 Tier 8 heavies, 2 Tier 8 mediums, 3 Tier 7 tanks, 6 Tier 6 tanks, and one of those is a Scout, the VK2801, whereas Man12's team only has himself and an IS-6 as the Tier 8 heavies, with 3 Tier 8 mediums and a Ferdinand, 3 Tier 7s, and then 4 Tier 6s. And then if that isn't enough, it starts off with a Tier 5 and a Tier 4 Scout, the Chaffee, and the M5 Stuart. So on paper, the enemy team is much more powerful. So let's go ahead and start this up and see what happens. Now in this replay, I'm not going to take it off of his view mode so that you can kind of see exactly the way that Man12 sees it as he conducts his battle. Alright, so here we are with Man12 heading into the city. Probably the best thing for him to do, considering the makeup of the rest of the team. And he can see right away that the KB1S and IS are getting tucked in over there. The T34 is rolling up to a kind of an aggressive position, and the T29 is sticking himself out too far there, putting himself in too much danger of being shot. Man12Down here, he's trying to get himself into a position where only the top of his turret can be seen when he fires through that little gap in the ruins, or in the damage. So he's got a Tiger 2, an IS-3, a Black Prince, and a T32 in front of him. And then as he's doing his thing, here comes that M5 Stuart smacking into him to suicide himself on them. Takes some damage from a shot and a little bit more from the collision. M5 Stuart driver is apologizing, and that's all good. So then Man12Down starts to go to work on the Tiger 2, T34, and the Black Prince. Or excuse me, T32 and the Black Prince over here, taking advantage of his hold down position. Nice track of the T32, giving Man12 a chance to knock him down a bit. The only thing that is probably of note and a little bit frustrating, I'm sure, for Man12, is at this point in time he's about down to half health, but he's taken a lot of those hit points off of those tanks down there, so he's doing a really good job of helping his team out. He notices that the T34 is starting to flank. Has a chance for a couple more shots there, and then realizes that he better reposition to defend himself against that flank maneuver that's taking place. It's the T34 and the IS-6 coming on up. So Man12Down wisely puts his lower Glacius up against that M5 Stuart's body, and just sits here and waits for tanking shots on that IS-6 or T34 as they roll around. They're down a tank, 4 to 5, but Man12 knows that he has the opportunity here to really whittle down those tanks if they come out and poke at him. But at the same time, he needs to be conscious of his lower glacis, so he keeps that kind of safe there. Takes a hit to his gun, but repairs it right away. Looks like the 34-3 battle is taking place against one another, and the enemy T34 seems to get the better of the battle. With that IS-6 getting some shots in on Man12Down once again puts a hefty shot into the IS-6. Now the Tiger 2 is poking out. There's a Tiger 1 back there. So now he's outnumbered once again. IS-6, Tiger 2, Tiger 1, and T34 all challenging him. But Man12 masterfully takes advantage of his hold-down position. Really beats up on that T34. The IS-6 rolls out there. His tracks absorb that round, and then he takes the IS-6 out. He just bides his time. Takes the Tiger 1 out. Maintains a strong position again. Aiming for the commander's cupola. Almost destroys the Tiger 2 in that shot. He's a little excited there at his own situation. Does finally take out the Tiger 2 with a nice clean shot on the commander's cupola. And then once again sits there carefully and takes some time. Gets a really unlucky bounce on the one spot on the tank that he can't really pin, which is the center of the gun mantlet. Then lines up his shot on the Black Prince and takes him out. And then he notices that the T32 has flanked the entire way around, so he very carefully gets into a position to side scrape, reverse back. Almost kills the T32. Kind of a low roll there on him. But knows that just one more carefully placed shot will take care of that. And suddenly, Man12 is up to 5 kills. Oh, looky there.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And the T32 manages to just leave himself out there in the open long enough for Man12 to take him out. So now it's a lot better situation with Man12Down doing the bulk of the work there. 13 to 12. He's left with his buddy IS-6 and his Super Pershing, and then the enemy team has equally injured T34 and IS-3. Man12 is paying attention to the fact that he has only 156 of his hit points left, so he's being really careful about where he puts himself. Thinking that maybe the IS-3 will roll up here, or the T34-3. Their last known positions were somewhere in the city. But then he thinks, well, maybe they're going to come around the back like that T32 did. So he inches out and waits to see if his crew spots anything before he rolls out. Now, I'm not sure I would entirely do this, roll that far out, flank on, not knowing exactly. But once you do know, Here he knows he's kind of in a hold down position. And although his Super Pershing buddy is on low health, he knows that his IS-6 buddy is on full health. So he leaves the IS-3 to the IS-6 and perhaps the Super Pershing. They're going to go around from two angles, and that's going to limit the IS-3 driver's opportunity to really survive that engagement. Man12 asking for help on the HP of the 34-3 because he knows that if he's a one-shot, that at least it's an even situation. Those guys take out the IS-3, and then the Super Pershing says, hey, I think he's on 16 HP. So Man12's like, all right, I can handle this. I'll go up here, look for him, and maybe head on over to Cap and draw him out because I can probably handle him. But he doesn't want to get killed in a ram versus just cleanly taking out the T34-3, so he's careful. Aha! So the T34-3 gets spotted, rolling into the city. The Man12 knows, all right, I can get over here to Cap. There's a couple positions I can probably put myself into where I can sit on the Cap, and there is the perfect position. Angle his armor, and perhaps draw the 34-3 out. The Super Pershing does get taken down by the 34-3, so he's up to his 3 of his own kills. So Man12 sits here on Cap, moves into sniper mode, and waits to see if that 34-3 is going to come around the corner carefully to get him, or what have you. IS-6 spots him again from behind, so Man12 confirms the fact that the 34-3 is on his way. Super Pershing says that to him, and he's like, yep, I know. So he just sits there, sniper mode, and lo and behold,
enemy armor is destroyed.
The 34-3 YOLOs around the corner. So right away, we take note of Man12Down's performance in the battle. He made 131,178 credits and 2,810 XP on his double. Obtained his Mastery Badge Ace Tanker, a Steel Wall, a Top Gun for those 6 kills, and a Sniper medal. And if we go to the team score, we'll notice that he did over twice the damage of any other player on either team. And his base XP was 1,405. This is on a standard account. And we go to the detailed screen, we take a look and see that he had fired 22 shots, hit with 21 of those 22, thus the sniper medal, 18 penetrations for 4,668 damage. But then he received 18 hits, 7 of them penetrated and 1 splash damage, but 11 non-penetrating shots due to his amazing hold down and carefully placed performance there that kept him alive on very low health to really bring that game home. Potential damage received of 6,035. I'll tell you. So even after repair and resupply, he brought home 98,271, and that just exemplifies the incredible performance that Man12Down brought to the table in his T34. So once again, This is a big shout out to Man12Down for his amazing T34 performance. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please indicate by hitting the like button and subscribe for more 11AD videos. In the meantime, I wish you all happy tanking.